Hey guys, this is Mark Roemke with Ninja Training TV. I just returned from the Ireland Taikai with Noguchi Sensei, and it was awesome. Thank you so much to everybody who put that event on and made that happen. It was unbelievably cool. The people in Ireland and from all over the world were awesome, open hearts, super cool to be there. So I wanted to share with you guys a couple of insights that came from the Taikai, and you can put this into your kind of like experimental bag of things to try. So let's just play with something super easy at first. We're going to do a kumiuchi grab, right? So in kumiuchi, if I'm trying to get the person to pull back, a lot of times I'll step straight back, or I'll try to grab over and grab this arm and do a take. If the person is very strong and they're not letting me just manipulate their body, I might have to do some type of a distraction first to get that arm to be able to loosen up to move. But there's also another way that you can do this, and this was taught at the Taikai. So if you're standing in Shizen natural stance, do a reverse pull with your footwork and pull your foot backwards. So they were calling this Koto Ryu like sideways walking, we'll do Yoko Aruki, but it's Koto Ryu Yoko Aruki with a backwards flare to it. And this flare opens up a really cool channel for a lot of things. So if the person was, let's say, throwing a punch, I could do this flare out of the way. If they were stabbing, same thing. I could come off and have a touch, do all that different stuff. But I could do this also off of the kumiuchi and just step, and then I could have a different opening and getting parts of my body away from a secondary attack. And then I could use the power of my legs to manipulate the person to turn around and do movement with this by just doing this Yoko Aruki. Now if we add in the extra handwork, it could bring the whole thing together where I'm here, maybe I'll do a side step and that hand comes up and now I've caught this mushidori and I could take them in some funky way with it and then end up in some other thing. So this feeling of a reverse Yoko Aruki from behind and this opening changes a lot of angles with empty-handed techniques as well as with weapons. So food for thought. Put that one in your pocket, put it in your experimental bag, and try doing your normal techniques with that Kihon Happo, let's say, for instance, and do that step with it and fit it in there somewhere. And you'll see your distancing and your angling change all of a sudden. And it gets to be really cool because it's deceptive and changes the angles a lot with what our normal distancing might be with 1-2 punches and reacting with normal blocking. All right, hope you guys like this. I'm going to put out a bunch of other videos on some of the Taikai highlights that I really enjoyed with some of the moves from Noguchi Sensei. And as always, keep training.